Hi, folks. This is Mountain Man coming to you from parts unknown. Ha ha ha. I appreciate you all tuning in. I guess this is going to be abbreviated broadcast. Um, Going to talk about Joe and what's he going to do and what the plans are. So I decided to go up early because Mr. T is going to give a response, and he also said on True Social that he will be doing a play-by-play um, critique of creepy old Joe. So we'll see how that does. And um, Devin Nunes posted that Sean Spicer said that they scheduled 2 intermissions. I don't know if that was a tongue in cheek, but then somebody else said Beyonce would be performing at halftime. So you never know what they're going to do with these situations. But let me see who all's coming in. So hi, Jax. How you doing? Angela, how you? John, how you doing? Lone Wolf, how you doing? You heard the intermission thing was a joke. Yeah, if his drug cocktail needs a reboot. Oh, that's right. It would make sense with 2 intermissions. Well, you know what? That stuff can get dangerous if you overuse it. Depends on what they're using. How to pay? How you doing? Yeah, I don't know how he's going to do his play-by-play on True Social. I don't know. Hi, John. How are you? But if I would definitely be interested in his, I won't say knee-jerk reactions, but his fresh reactions. B-Dog, how you doing? EM's here. How to pay? Gary, haha. Mike's here. Hey, Bubba, how you doing, buddy? Wild West. Debbie. Georgia. Oh, yeah. It is exciting, although I saw a meme where somebody said new word for the day, new Mexican word for the day, Giza sheets, like, the Pillow Man sells Giza sheets. And then underneath it says nobody Giza sheets about Joe Biden's State of the Union, but everybody is still pumped up and wondering. I saw a attorney who analyzes stuff. One of the many I watch put up a rather lengthy community post saying concern, that it would upset the people of the United States if something really went cuckoo with Biden, and the world would be all upset. But hey, it's well-meaning concern, but the bottom line is, whose fault is that? Not mine, that's for sure. And certainly not the people from J/ and then 6 that have been sitting in jail for years. It's not their fault, that's for sure. Hi, Karen, how you doing? Miss Yorkshire, how you doing? All right, watching from England. B. Charmin, how are you? Fancy Oak. Yeah, Gary's at work. All right. Hey, Cliff, how you doing? So, yeah, I couldn't go up this early and do picture shows. Too much editing and building the studio and doing all that stuff. Hi, Debbie. How you doing? Gloria, how you? The cat says state of disunion has been dumpers upon us. Well, we'll see. It's all about Biden's affect, and he's going to project a strategy, which we're going to talk about here tonight. Jerry, how you doing? Hi, Mary. Doug. Everybody's rolling in. How many Debbies we got? So, hi, MS. I hope you're feeling better, buddy. I hope you're doing good. We've been thinking about you. Be kind to yourself, right? That's what we talked about last time you were up. So, I want to thank Bev and Mike for kicking in to buy me a coffee just before I went live. It's like, gets me pumped up and fired up. And you know what? I hope in my advancing years, I didn't miss somebody. I'm looking for somebody I hope I didn't miss that helped out with the channel. Miss Mindersuit, if you're out there or you're watching later on, I'll make sure I got you. I'm pretty sure I did, but I don't want to leave people out. So anyway, thank you, Mike and Bev. I appreciate it very much. So Peter Navarro, he put up a truth. That he was told yesterday to report to jail for the next 2 weeks. he's, as anyone would be, very upset. And he put an article in, I believe, the New York, was it Washington Times or New York Times? I've got a picture of it where he's saying they definitely want Mr. T in the big house. So, yeah, I'll have to check in with that, and hopefully he can avoid jail. I don't know if he's run out of options or what. Hi, Wayne. How you doing? I just did I miss Nikki? I was just rapping with her. So anyway, I don't see her. Okay. But anyway, all right. Well, let me get back on balance. Hi, Pappy Two Bears. How you doing? So anyway, can you all see a strategy gelling with these people? And it's something I'm noticing that I don't like. One of their many strategies. Well, of course, we know they're provoking Putin. We know they're stirring the pot over there in Ukraine. They got a lot of stuff to defend over there. We know they're poking a beehive over there in Israel. Joe Biden announced that they're going to send a military contingent over there on a U.S.-made, a U.S.-made temporary dockage there. They're going to be sending supplies. In fact, I'll be going through my stories and I'll come across that, but that is fraught with hazard and entanglement. Okay, as George Washington said, we need to be leery of getting entangled in foreign affairs. And and I know that there has been congressional testimony that has included the Inspector General. I saw Angela mention a certain country, Haiti. Haiti. Another country, I have to be careful about what I'm saying. So, but this surprise by Hochul in New York to bring in a National Guardsman to oversee the subways because of this Biden migrant crime, right? But we just call it migrant crime. Of course, Kathy Hochul isn't going to call it that. But she was being interviewed, and they said, one of the interviewers said, what about somebody, a citizen gets a little perturbed that their stuff's got to get gone through by the National Guard? She said, well, they can just go home then if they don't like it. So this is another situation where our freedoms are being reduced, where we're being subjugated to a greater degree, with the excuse of counteracting this surge of migrant crime. I still don't see. Okay. All right. Well, Nikki is going live tonight too. So I'm seeing if she's come in. Well, we'll keep an eye out for her. Let's see. So anyway, you couple that notion with what Hochul's doing in New York, right, with the National Guard and searching regular citizens, then you get a picture in your mind or that you see on your phone screen of them putting a fence up around the Capitol grounds again for Biden's speech, right? Now, are we going to see people dressed up in khakis and blue shirts and waving offensive flags and pretending to be patriot and then us, right? I don't know. They want us to, Angela. They want us to head to a CIV ill war, but we're not going to. We're not going to do it. So The other thing was, I thought was out of the blue, was Jesse Waters. Jesse Waters made a statement on one of his broadcasts, I guess last night, where he said they're getting people used to the idea of more of a military police presence to justify, if I find it, I'll read it word for word, but to justify Biden's crackdown. What crackdown? So we're starting to hear the words like crackdown. Who's Biden going to crack down? How's he going to crack down? Then you see Hochul coming out with the National Guard and searching New Yorkers' stuff, and the subways will never be the same like that. And you see the fence going up around the Capitol, and we'll see other examples of that going on. So, yeah, the more National Guard deployments, the closer to martial law. Well, that is what we've been discussing for a while, that for Trump to have clean hands, the person to actually call it out would be Creepy Joe. So, yeah, Jersey Joe, is somebody going to tear up his speech? Well, I wouldn't be surprised. What's the term they used to use? If Joe Biden evacuates his bowels while he's up there. So just keep an eye on any nose wrinkling going on there with Mike Johnson and Kamala Harris. If you see their nose wrinkling, something happened. Joe blew his bowels. And he'll just keep on talking. Remember when Jerry Nadler had to sidle off the stage because he sprung a leak? So, for all I know, Biden's going to sit there and announce that everybody in Latin America gets dual citizenship. Just forget the border. Just, you're a Guatemalan American, you're this American, that. Just come back and forth. You get a easy pass, maybe. Maybe you come out with a USA easy pass. Camperman, how you doing? Still no Nikki. Well, I wanted her to let us know what she's going to be doing. I was trying to go live, and we were going back and forth. So anyway, I'm sure she'll be in a minute. Hi, Ronald. How you doing? The Green New Deal. Maybe he will rip it up. Well, did you all hear about this big factory overseas that belongs to Tesla? And somebody put on X, who funded this? It's a Tesla factory over in Berlin. Now we know that the creepos are after, along with Mr. President Trump, they're after Elon Musk also. And they use their flunkies, they use their psychos, and the latest is a Tesla gigafactory near Berlin has halted production until at least next week after a suspected arson attack left it without power. Activists calling themselves the Volcano Group claimed responsibility, saying sabotage was a step on the path to liberate the world from the patriarchy, whatever the hell, so we got these people that are coming up with their own terms, their own language, their own catchphrases, their own history even. And talk about driving a wedge in a culture and society. what we're seeing and what we're going to see in Joe's speech tonight, if he can get through it, but I'm sure it's included in there. It's going to be they're going to be appealing to, not only appealing to, but helping to create a victimhood class that we know it's out there. It's growing and growing, but that's what they do. They try to get people as thin-skinned, emotionally, intellectually, and even physically as possible, and drill into their brains that they are victims and somebody's got to pay for their victimhood. Lone Wolf, stop by. Oh, thank you very much, Lone Wolf, for going by buy me a coffee. I appreciate it. So, stuff like what we're seeing with Tesla and many of the things that we watched about them throwing paint on the Constitution, all this kind of crap, is this misinformation, disinformation to bolster and appeal to this victimhood class. So we'll be seeing signs of that. And I don't know how many times I've seen on different channels, CNN, the usual ones, MSNBC, all of them, somebody somewhere uses the word C-U-L-T to talk about us. Talk about people who want to restore America. So we're the ones that are out of our minds, right? Ronald's here. Let's see. I'm just reading through the chats. I let a lot go by, but I try to catch them. Oh, I did see that video, but I didn't take time to play it, Georgia. I've seen so many of videos of Biden when he's been prepped, and they actually produce a video where he can babble out his message. I just don't care to see it. I'm even getting sick of the ones where he looks like a nitwit, when he doesn't make any sense. I don't even want to watch those anymore because I don't know how much that's real, how much, he's trying to give himself an escape hatch by acting crazy. Cameraman gave Low Wolf some boom, 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 boom. All right. Yeah, Joe's getting trolled before he even started. A fake president interviewing fake presidents. That's right. So, what do you think, guys? You think he's going to make it through? You think they're going to give him enough of that happy juice, go-go juice, or whatever it is they're giving him? Or is he going to make a pretty monumental blunder? I've seen people talk about they were afraid he would have a Mitch McConnell moment. Freeze out, stare off into space. Joe, his illness doesn't manifest itself that way. He continues to and babble and slur words and things. He doesn't stop and freeze. I've never seen him do that. And when the times that he seemingly has, he's squeezing his eyes and open and shut and trying to conjure some control over his vocabulary, whereas Mitch McConnell was basically zoned out. So there's different ways that people lose their ability to speak. So let's see. Ronald says it'll be a different Biden. Oh my. Gary says CGI. Yeah, Lone Wolf, 3 booms. Oh, David. Yeah, well, don't let it trigger you. And David, use a one for an I when you put a wordy dirt in. Okay, I got to take the wordy dirt out, buddy. But you're welcome to keep a comment, but just use numbers for vowels. Okay, darting around. How you doing? Major issues in DC. Well, is it a front group that's causing these issues? Because I know it ain't people like us. Oh, are they carrying on about Palestine? I would imagine that's what they're doing. Did you see what's her name? Peekaboo. She got booed very heavily. These people got egos so big, their heads swell up so big you can't get them through the door. Yeah, there we go. Bingo. It's pro-pal. That's what I thought. They'll start eating each other. But hey, whatever will give them an excuse to do what Jesse Waters was talking about, a Biden crackdown. That way they can't continue with their other psychological operation, which is calling Trump a dictator. They called Trump a dictator. First they said he was senile. They pushed that for a couple of months. Hi, Island Girl. How you doing? So, Sherry, they gave different times for the speech, possibly pre-recorded. Well, yeah, that's a form of, well, that would be CGI. They would just project it on a green screen, I guess. I don't know how that stuff works. I know it works, though, if you do it right. Yeah, would they take the chance of him actually doing a live? And I think the consensus in our group is no. Here it is. Jack Posobiec said reports that Biden is planning to announce tonight that he will order a, quote, emergency mission of the U.S. Navy to deliver direct Gaza aid using a temporary U.S. constructed maritime port. So that's messing around. There's Nikki. How you doing, Nikki? Hi, Outlandish. Gary said, no way about it. Let him do it live. I can't imagine that they would take the chance. They ain't got drugs that good that would guarantee them that he would make it through without bumbling, which, okay, that's okay. They're going to use maybe a staged actor, maybe CGI, maybe a pre-filmed. That's fine, because they will be laying out what they really want to do. Okay, which is worse for the world's psyche than Biden using the bathroom on himself. I'd rather him use the bathroom on himself and get taken out in a stretcher than actually be able to implement with the policies they want to implement. America would be better off. Hi, Andrew. Oh yeah, I bet he would debate him. Trump said anytime, anywhere. He said something, 3 things. But I remember anytime, anywhere. And I don't think we're going to see it. I don't think we're going to see it. Because what we've been told is that the world's going to get shaken up. and that this is not another 4-year election. And would they put Trump in jail? They're prepping for military intervention, and they are invoking military intervention right now in New York in the subways and around the Capitol. And what is going to be the event that causes it to be a heavy presence in most of our major cities? That's what I'm thinking. And people say, "Oh, well, you're just alarmist," or "Oh, Emma." Well, who would 3 years ago? Who would ever thought we'd had National Guard in D.C. A week ago? Did anybody think that all of a sudden Hope would come out and say National Guards might as well say taking over the subway system? So they don't need to tell me about being an alarmist. It's real. It's happening. Outlandish heard the intermissions part also. I don't know. Yeah, if they pre-recorded it, they would have it go without intermissions. Was it a joke, or how the heck do you work intermissions during a State of the Union speech? But one thing's for sure, we're going to find out. Oh, yeah. Dean said maybe he'll take off his face mask. Wouldn't that be something? Scooby-Doo come out and and pull his mask off. And George Soros, yeah, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Yeah, let's see. Well, the internet's been acting up. Spotty. I don't know. They're going to do something, and they can't have us communicate with one another. So we're going to be on the same page. Devin Nunes put this up about a guy named I can't read his name, John Giggly or some name like that. He said the Democrats face a real dilemma tonight. On one hand, if they do not clap often, it will look really bad for Biden if they don't clap. On the other hand, if they do clap often, it means Biden stays up there longer, making the clear signs of his rapid mental and physical decline even more obvious. So Devin Nunes posted that. You know how they do the standing ovations, and I had a standing ovation that lasted for 6 minutes. And their doctors are going, wait, that last shot we got him was good for 22 and a half minutes last time. That means it's only good for 18 minutes this time. Who knows? That's right. No victims, only volunteers. Hi, Lisa. How you doing? Island girl, no victims. There's a predator on the mask. Yeah, that's true. They're preparing for something, but we're going to have level heads. I'm glad I make you laugh, Lone Wolf. So anyway, let me see some of these other posts that have been coming out. This is Peter Navarro. I'm going to use this picture as my thumbnail. It's an article he put in the Washington Times. And it says, yesterday I was ordered to report to prison in 2 weeks. I wrote the remarks you are about to read for a speech delivered to CPAC with the possibility of an imminent prison cell uppermost in my mind. And the title of the article is, Yes, They Really Want Donald Trump Behind Bars. So that's why I encourage everybody to gird themselves. Gird themselves. There could be an attempt on Mr. T. There could be false accusation and actual jailing. You could be getting frisked every time you try to go pay your electric bill by a National Guardsman. I don't know. Your phone might not work, or just for emergency purposes only, or maybe they'll restrict it to, they can tell with this artificial intelligence, and I'm not talking about where they try to get you to believe nonsense like that fool that ended his life over climate change because the AI was telling him. But AI can tell, all right, these numbers are important. This is mom calling the daughter or whatever. They got everybody's names. They got everybody's familial links. So maybe it'll only be certain numbers will work. I don't know. I don't know, but the AI is evil. Andrew's having a PBR. Wow, it's been a while since I've seen one of those. Hi, John. How you doing? So let's see. When are you going live, Nikki? Let me scroll up and see if I missed it. All right, Wild West. We'll see you later, buddy. Appreciate you stopping by. Julian Assange's brother was in attendance at Sotheby's. Well, Laken Riley's parents got invited to the State of the Union, and they turned the invite down. They're too puked out. Laken Riley's parents not attending State of the Union despite having been invited by Georgia congressmen. And I could read the rest of the article, but you know what happened to Laken, and I couldn't stand it myself. I don't blame them for not going. And there's been another loss of life on top of that police officer I talked about the other night. This was a 16-year-old. A 16-year-old was waylaid, okay, physically abused, if you know what I mean. And didn't make it. And the reason being was somebody who wasn't supposed to be here, a newcomer, as they want us to say. And so that's 3 in a 3-day period. Elon Musk X'd out. Most Americans are still unaware that the census counts, capital letters, all people, including illegal immigrants, for deciding how many House seats each state gets. This results in Dems getting roughly 20 more House seats, which is another strong incentive for them not to deport illegals, because they go on the size of the population, not the number of citizens, which is something that's going to have to be corrected with our restoration of the republic. Oh, the 16-year-old's aunt is going to be the speech? Wow. Cancel because of security reasons. That's a thought. Well, we're not that far off. Did you all see the? It said 17 seconds when he put it up. When he posted it, Mr. T put up a 17-second clip. But when I played it and I recorded the clip in case I get to do a picture show, it was 16 seconds. But that's okay. It says 17 seconds when he first put it up. It's where he's warning Biden to stop with the lawfare, to stop using prosecutors and stop using judges. So, all right, this will be a shorter broadcast. Nikki's going live at 8. Nikki, you want to put a link to your channel in, and we'll wrap it up here at 8:30, 8 minutes. So, if you want to put a link to your, if you got a link to your broadcast, everybody will know where to go. Andrew says, can I play the audio? If I had a different app, and I would have to have, it be an A1 situation with wherever my satellites are. Andrew, you just typed it at Nikki B. That's the channel name, and she's gonna put a link in, so don't worry about it, Andrew. You won't have to go looking for it. So anyway, let's see. The latest Rasmussen National Telephone and Online Survey. And this is from Rasmussen Reports. It's not somebody talking about Rasmussen Reports. 52% of likely U.S. voters believe it's likely that U.S. intelligence agencies are seeking to control the outcome of the 2024 presidential election, including 31% who say it is very likely. So 52%. Yeah, I feel I saw that. Well, I'll get to it probably tomorrow because I got to cut it short tonight. So, and where's that? 52% say it's likely that the three-letter agencies are messing with the elections. 31 say very likely. Then you got 38% that don't think intelligence agencies. Now that's not that big a number. I'll tell you why. Who say it's not at all likely out of that 38%. Because another 20% are not sure. So we potentially, and I think very likely, have we'll be seeing it being over 70%, close to 80%. 80% of the country is going to be realizing who has been screwing with our elections. Okay. Did you get your link in, Nikki? I'm going to wrap it up. And yeah, I saw that MTG, Marjorie Taylor Greene. That is one of the strategies that they're using. I was going over different strategies where they call us a CULT, where they say Trump is, this one fell flat, that they're saying Trump is senile. The other thing they're trying to do is they were asking Marjorie Taylor Greene about Jewish space lasers And I got a clip of that too. She told them to go F themselves. And I talked about that in the past. I said, be careful who you follow and what they put out. They want clicks, they want views, they want people awake at night chewing their nails. But the biggest thing they want is for us to talk about stuff that make us look crazy. And you saw it get thrown up in Marjorie Taylor Greene's face by a member of the British press. Okay, so this is a international effort. So, who in the world was talking about Jewish space lasers? She tried to throw it up in Marjorie Taylor Greene's face more than once, and Marjorie Taylor Greene told her to go F herself. So I'll get into that the next time I go live. But like I say, we're gonna cut it off here. Nikki's going live at 8:30. I want to see what Mr. T's responses are going to be. But I also want to watch the actual broadcast. He might fall on his face walking up to the platform. You know, you get up there at 9 and they got to go through all the hoobity boobity and, you know, and then announcing Biden. He probably won't be walking till the stage. I don't know when, but it ain't going to be right this second. So anyway, let me make sure. I appreciate Lone Wolf and Mike and helping with the channel. I want to make sure I get everybody. I don't know if I forgot the other night. I can't remember. I'm getting old. But anyway, let me. Angela Chow, yeah. Yeah, that's all suspicious, being investigated by the coppers. No lockdown, no mail-ins. Yeah, if they get the National Guard, you know, why would we need? We could have them run the election. That's what I'm thinking is the goal is for the military to actually run the election, but Trump to have clean hands about calling them out. I don't know if I'm going to be right on that or wrong, but anyway, so I'll go ahead and close it up. You all got the link for Nikki's, and I'll be watching the broadcast, the speech, and hopefully we get together tomorrow. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. I appreciate it, everybody, and I'll be seeing you soon. This is Mountain Man, over and out.